like I said, we had started cutting trees down, and we got unfocused in that business. So I was looking for another business that I can start, that I can go with my vision of mentoring young people. And one of my customers was moving, and he had, bottom line, he asked us if I knew anybody that could help him move some junk, and I had bought this truck, so I said, yeah, I can do it, we can do it. So I sent my nephew and another guy over there, and they took the junk away, went to the dump, came back. We had about 3 or 4 loads there, and I said, this seems like it's a good business model. I really didn't have to go on any estimates because we charge by how much space we fill up in the truck. So I told my mother about the business, and I had just was coming back from a tree job, and that truck, that 1969 truck, I had a cracked frame. So I was doing moving jobs a little bit here and there, like cleanup jobs a little bit here and there, but I was coming back from Hempstead, and I got pulled over, and to make a long story short, I got 22 summonses, and I had a cracked frame, and they took my truck off the road. I couldn't drive it anymore. They put an orange sticker on it, and they said, man, you're out of business. And I said, oh man. I told my mother about it, and my mom helped for me to co-sign for a brand new dump truck. So I said to myself, I can go into the business long term. I can go anywhere I want. So I started in the business 2006, and we started, I think, about November or something like that, and we started going out on cleanup jobs. After about 2 months of being in the business, I said to myself, after reading the 80-20 principle, and it talks about the less you do, the more money you make, I said, let me see if this will work. So I stopped going out on a truck. I stopped focusing on all of these different other activities. The only thing that I focused on was bringing more people in the business, and actually to get my phone to ring. So I focused on all type of lead generation things that I can come up with. And after 3 months or 4 months of the business, we was doing over $30,000 a month. And I was like, man, this business is a really great business. But I wasn't really managing the company. I didn't set up any marketing systems or structures, and I wasn't tracking anything. Within that time frame, I was going through some stuff in my relationship with my wife, and my wife left me for the second time. I was really upset. I was just, I was really stressed out and depressed. And at that same time, a friend of mine, Kareem, sent me a book by Dan Kennedy called, I think it was The Ultimate Marketing Plan. And in this book, I have really never started studying direct response. But in the book, he started talking about, if you want to be an expert in your business, you need to write a book. And that time I found, after moving, I found about 50 notebooks that I'd written in. Then I realized that I really love to write. I was in a junk removal business, but I had studied marketing and business all my life, and I really loved to write. So at that time, I started writing a book, and I came up with the title. I was in my mother and father's backyard, and when I was younger, my mother used to always yell at me and tell me, Jeffrey, get upstairs and clean your room. So I was figuring out, how can I create a book that's related to my business so that, that I can get my name out there. And the title just came to me. I was in my truck, and it came to me, look, Mom, I finally cleaned my room. Now that book, the title of it is like a metaphor for getting my life in order. I finally got my life in order. All the clutter that was in my room, all the clutter that was in my life, I was on track to getting things in order. So we started the business. After 2 years, we was doing over $30,000 a month. I stopped for about 6 months each time because I wasn't tracking anything. I didn't know where the money was coming from. And Dan Kennedy in his book said, if you're not tracking anything, it's a waste of time. So I stopped all my marketing, and bottom line, we stopped all that. Sales started going down. After 3 or 4 years, we was doing that business, sales just dropped. But I started still continuously focused on my marketing, still continuously learning and developing, growing, studying direct response, finding people in the industry that was doing things a certain way. And I was on my way learning, not financially, we were struggling financially. Within that time, I probably moved about 6 times within that 4 year period. At one time, I was sleeping in my office floor, washing up in the bathroom sink for about 4 months. I took a shower, I think, 1 time in that time. I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. I told my mother one time, she told me, get up there, boy, and take a shower. So That's what happened in the junk removal business. But it was a great business, and I realized that, man, if I can get this thing to go, then I can do it. But one thing that I also realized is I was trying all of these different things, all of these different methods, all of these different systems that I knew I needed to build my business, had them all at the same time, but I was trying to do them myself, trying to learn them myself, and I had no management. Then all of a sudden I realized that if I can create a system, a lead generation system, a lead conversion system, and a client fulfillment system, then we would have no problem. And then I realized, man, if I can create these systems, then we would have plenty of leads coming in. We'd have plenty of cash flow. I can come off the truck. Then I can start selling the opportunity. Most people in business, they don't understand that a business is not about buying a truck or buying a space and fixing up that space and spending $60,000 or $120,000 for that space, and now I'm in business to make money. But a business is all about creating processes and procedures and the way that we do it here. And once I really understood that, the next phase I knew, okay, what you need to do is you need to raise capital. Robert Kiyosaki said in one of his books that I was reading, in one of the TAKE programs, he said, you're one skill away of being financially independent. And that skill was raising capital. So in my mindset, I said, okay, if I can raise $100,000, I can turn $100,000 into $3.5 million within 24 months, 18 to 24 months. Because there's a lot of people out there that are looking for the right opportunity, looking for the right thing that can help them to create the income for themselves. They might have been laid off, and this might happen in their life. They might be going through some transitions. So I said, if I can create an opportunity for these people, then at the same time we can meet our goals. So what we did here at Local Cleanups and 888 Junk Solution, what we did is we created a system, direct response system. We've got the best internet guys, and we got the best direct response guys to help us to come in to put our systems together, because we realized that we can't do anything. We can't do everything by ourselves. So what I focus on is writing, is talking to people and sharing ideas and letting people know my story and where I came from and how you can be successful in the new economy. So if you want to be successful in the new economy, look into localcleanups.com. If you want to start a business, we take care of all the phone calls, we set up all the appointments, we take care of all the marketing. You as a business owner, only thing that you do is focus on making your business more profitable. How can I cut costs? One thing you don't want to do is cut costs in the marketing area. That's what I did. And after cutting costs in the marketing area, we went from almost $40,000 a month down to $6,000 a month, struggling, trying to make ends meet, day to day, living job to job to job, just like most people live paycheck to paycheck. So here's an opportunity for you guys to come in, learn the business, make money, because we have people that are the best at what they do, that's creating more opportunity, more leads, what we need in a business. If you don't have leads, a lead generation system constantly coming in, it's going to be really tough to succeed in business. This is the most important thing. Not a truck, not a building, not an office, but a system that is constantly bringing a flow of people to you. They're coming to you. You're not chasing after them, but they're drawn to you through a system. This is Jeff with localcleanups.com. You can reach me at 631-455-6091. That's 631-455-6091. And we'll let you know why this is the best junk removal company and the best opportunity that you can get involved with right now, because you're gonna make money. Thanks.